Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 18, I believe it is. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys. So this episode was actually pretty funny. Made me laugh. You know, I have gotten to the point where I'm just going to laugh at what folks got to say now. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get irritated or annoyed or nothing. I just wanted to see who was going to talk about the other one the best or the worst, I should say. But whatever. We're still in Greece, remember? And it is the next day after Kenya had ignored Nene and her attempt at trying to extend the olive branch of friendship. Cynthia, Tanya, and Nene are hanging, okay? Just going out, taking pictures on the beach and whatnots. Okay, we see Candy and Kenya. Remember, they are the hostess. And Candy is talking to Kenya. You know, eventually you are going to have a conversation with Nene. And Kenya says she knows, but she just didn't want the night before to be about that. You know, she's already got a lot on her mind about Mark and her marriage and all that, and she just did not want, she just wants to have fun. You know, she wants to all keep it about positivity. And Candy was just like, you didn't think that she was trying to be positive last night? And Kenya said, look, she ain't got time for Nene's bullshit. Besides, they've always had this love-hate relationship, okay? Heavy on the hate from Nene is what Kenya said, but they've always hated each other. I don't remember any real moment of love between those two. Anyway, Candy has a secret. Okay, I didn't tell the girls that we going to lunch in this, you know, over the sky. It's going to take us up like 100 feet in the air, and we are going to be up hanging. Don't say nothing, though, because Nene might not come. See, y'all playing. I already told you guys that I have an extreme fear of heights, especially if I'm outside. Like, I can be up high if I'm enclosed in something in a building, but if I'm outside, it is a problem. So I would have been so pissed if I went to that place and didn't nobody tell me what it was going to be. Anyways, whatever. Kenya think it's a good idea. So we going to get on the bus. All the girls, you know, they all got ready. They all get on the bus. All right, everybody. I got another date for you to put on your calendars. It's going to be on October 11th. It's a baby shower. I was like, oh, I forgot she was having a baby. You know, she was talking about having the surrogate there, you know. I don't know. I've always just, it just seems like that should strictly be a business transaction. Somewhere down the line that could become a problem. But Candy said that she loves her surrogate so much that she's thinking about hiring her because she has like restaurant manager experience or something like that. So she was kind of, you know, thinking about hiring her. I was like, okay, girl. I mean, I guess you know what you're doing. I love Shadina. What about Cynthia trying to tell us that she and hashtag chill might be having a baby? I said, girl, if you don't stop it. Oh, let me not get too far into that, though. Y'all be so mad at me when I talk. But she's 52 years old. She says that her period is irregular. Not sure if that might be because she may be infanticipating now, or if she may be in the early onset of menopause. 52 is still kind of young for menopause, but you know, it does happen for some people. Whatever. Oh, good morning, Minnie. So yeah, I don't think that Cynthia, we can be expecting a baby from her and hashtag chill. Whatever. We get to the location of the lunch, and y'all, when I tell you this thing looked like just a platform that they done hoisted up with some damn forklift or, you know, I was like, I'm supposed to be eating on that with the crane and there. Y'all, I would have been the Debbie Downer. Like, they would have had to do something. Like, I would have had to have some sort of medication or something. I just can't. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Even though it didn't look all that high, but when you in it, that shit is high. Like, I can't even imagine being 5 stories up in the air. And they said it was half the length of a football field. So, no. But, you know, everybody was like, okay, they're excited to do it. You know, Portia, does this mean that this counts as the Mile High Club? They was like, bitch, you got to be having sex. She was like, well, somebody got to have sex with me. Candy said, I'll do it. No, Nene, she's trying to, you know, in the spirit of, let me make sure my wig don't go back, y'all. In the spirit of, you know, trying to be positive and trying to play along with the gang, you know, she says she's going to do it. But you literally are strapped into this harness, and it looks like the fucking Spider-Man or the Superman or the Gremlin or whatever the roller coaster is at Six Flags that you all hoisted in the thing and they lifted up. I'm sure it was an experience. It was raining though, so it was just like, are we really I guess Bravo was like, bitch, we didn't already pay for this, so y'all fixing to get on this. We gonna make sure that y'all don't get wet. I'm sure they got some sort of tarps or something roll it on down. But okay, in the spirit of good fun, everybody is up there, all right, and you can see all of Greece. So I mean, I'm sure it was probably nice. But whatever, we're gonna have wine, okay? So the guide or the person that is helping them, she's telling them about this rosé that she pours into Cynthia's cup and her glass, and Cynthia was saying that it was really good, okay, and you can tell that this is high quality. And Kenya was like, well, I don't know, Cynthia, it's a screw top. So as if to say, like, how dare you say a screw top wine? I was like, that barefoot be hitting y'all. $5.99, bitch, gets the job done. Why spend $200 when you can spend $5.99 is what I always say. Anyway, so she starts to kind of joke around with Cynthia, and she's asking her about the rosé. What does the notes remind her of? Cynthia pulls effervescent out of her ass, and then they were like, oh, that's effervescent. And then she says, so what would you pair it with, Cynthia? And Cynthia says that she would probably have it with maybe some, did she say red meat or something? And then then Kenya says, well, you don't think that would overpower the taste of the rosé? I was like, bitch, why are we going through all of this? Drink whatever the fuck you want, okay? I know they got dessert wines, and there's certain wines that's supposed to go with this, that, and the other, but if the bitch want to drink some damn rosé with a scoop of ice cream or a piece of chicken or, some fish or whatever it is, let her do whatever she wants to do. So, it starts to get to the point, like Marlo said, she was like, oh, this is really embarrassing. Like, she can't believe that Kenya is going on, and everybody is just like, what is going on? And Cynthia, instead of just calling Kenya on it, she's kind of squirming, laughing, but, trying to stay in the spirit of fun. Candy finally was just like, and what kind of wine do you serve at your spot? Okay, thank you. When you have a business, a wine cellar or a winery, whatever you want to call it, when you have that, then you can go and give us all the lessons that you want to on the wine, okay? Everybody knows Cynthia don't know shit about no damn wine. That don't mean that she can't learn, but, this is a business adventure for her. This is something that she's investing her money in so she can make money, okay? That wine knowledge come later. After, Candy kind of shut that down, Marlo was so disgusted. She was just like, oh, Cynthia, I'm so disappointed in you. You just can't read anymore. And Cynthia was like, what? Like, they weren't, she wasn't reading me. They were like, are you kidding? She damn near dragged your ass. Okay? Kenya's just over there smirking and smiling, and Cynthia don't even see it. And Nene was just like, Cynthia will never, ever call Kenya to the carpet. I don't think that she will either, actually. But that was the same thing that she did for Nene. But all this was over the course of, I guess, a couple of hours maybe that they were up there, and once everybody had something to drink and ate, and, was feeling pretty good, we bring it on down, okay? And Candy tells everybody that they're going to go to like a street market and do some shopping. Okay, so that's what the girls do. They all go to this area, and it's shops and restaurants. It's real quaint and cute and all of that. And, do a little shopping, do a little sightseeing. Okay, check out the ruins. All right, Kenya making it a point to letting the girls know that they have no class, no respect for the culture. There's always one that has to let you know that they know way more about it than anybody else, okay? But maybe they were being disrespectful. I don't know. But she's all like, act like you've been somewhere, okay? I was cracking up, though, when they was doing some shopping and Portia wanted to get this little outfit. And Cynthia was like, girl, you can't fit that. You're going to have to go to the Atlanta size. That's the section for Atlanta. I was looking at that Portia. I said, oh, she is juicy. Just stomach, booty out, just the same way that she's standing and all that. That shit cracks me up. But anyway, while we do all of that, they also have, a traditional Greek experience. We are going to smash plates. Opa! So the girls all go and they stand around in the circle, and you know what do you smash a plate to? Okay, what are you passionate about? So, we passionate about happiness and friendships and family and kids and yada, yada, yada. So everybody smashes their plates, get out a little bit of aggression that many of the girls might be feeling, or particular two at least. Then we go back and we do a little bit more shopping. So we have Tanya and Portia. They go up to a lady who is, I guess the evil eye is very symbolic over in Greece, and everywhere you go, they have it. So there was a woman there that was selling a bracelet with the evil eye on it. Tanya was just like, oh my God, we should get one for Cynthia because she took it at the table. Oh yes, honey. The way that Kenya rode her, Portia pointed out that, the way Kenya was all over Tanya about the wig situation and how it, might have fucked up her brand. She couldn't see how Cynthia could take the same treatment from Kenya, okay? And that could make Cynthia's brand be tarnished by her not being so knowledgeable about the wines that she sells in her store. So, yeah, maybe they do need to get this bracelet for her. Portia was just like, do you have a bracelet that's going to ward off the evil spirits of somebody that's talking bad about you and try to ruin your business? The lady was like, excuse me, I don't know what you're talking about. You just take this bracelet. But I also thought it was funny when Kenya was backed into that corner in the confessional, and the producer or the whoever was asking her the question, didn't she think that it was the same brand ruining by, making Cynthia look like she didn't know anything about the wine? And it was funny to me that Kenya got so offensive. Like, oh, if this is what we're doing, okay, first of all, it's not that big of a deal, and it's not the same. It's totally different. It's really not totally different, okay? But she said she was just playing with her good sis, and she should have more knowledge about the wine, and if she doesn't, then we can teach her. Well, it's not up to you to teach her, and it's definitely not up to you to teach her in front of like all of America and everybody else that's watching on TV, okay? If you felt so so led to get her educated on wine, then do that shit at the house. You trying to make her look bad on TV, but Kenya didn't see it that way. And she said that if this is what she's doing, she's not going to be answering questions, because she don't appreciate. I said, oh, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, baby. Okay, you know how to dish it. You're going to have to learn how to take it, too. I was actually surprised that she got that offended, because I was just like, girl, it's pretty easy to see how somebody could say that you was being kind of, wrong about that. But yeah, she was mad at that, tried to shut that shit down. Okay, Kenya, calm it on down, girl. We was just asking. But anyway, you guys, we get back to the house. It's 11:30 at night. It's late. It's been a long-ass day, okay? And everybody goes off, to their rooms, except Tanya and Portia go to Cynthia's room. Tanya was like, we have a little gift for you. It's super cute. And Cynthia was like, you guys got a gift for me? Oh my God, it's a bracelet. You guys have one too. And Cynthia, it's just something that might ward off evil spirits that's coming for you. So they explained to her why they did what they did. They felt like Kenya was coming for her and trying to make her look bad, when she was pressing her with the wine thing. Of course, Cynthia is going to be Cynthia at all times. And she said that she really didn't feel like, Kenya was being purposefully nasty. She says she knows Kenya. She knows her, how her sense of humor is. And, maybe she was just being shady. When she comes to her friends, sometimes her shade meter is off. But she didn't think that she was trying to deliberately harm her business or brand or anything like that. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that Kenya, I don't know if I feel like Kenya was like, yes, I am going to ruin her business today. But I think that Kenya will definitely dig at something when she sees a weakness there. And sometimes she just can't help herself. She's going to keep on going and keep on going and keep on going. Now, she was making Cynthia look bad, making Cynthia look like she didn't know what she was talking about, and she just didn't know how to stop herself. That's kind of how I feel Kenya is in a lot of situations. Portia was just like, she wouldn't like that if you did that about her hair care. Like, say, for instance, if you said, look, girl, I used your hair care and I still don't have no edges. Okay. Or what she meant. So Cynthia says, well, she will receive that. She appreciates that. okay, for them bringing it to her attention, because obviously she didn't think anything of it. And then I guess everybody goes off to their rooms and we close out the night. The next day, all the girls are getting together. Everybody has on their flowy dresses, you know, everybody's titties out, you know, stomach, some tied, some legs in action. Everybody looked really nice. Candy comes in her sequin pants and her t-shirt. I was like, girl, where are you going? Even though it was really cute. It was cute, but it was just like, this ain't, you know, this outfit for a day, a Greece, walking the streets and all. I mean, I guess, child. But anyway, we get on the bus and Cynthia brings up that there was an older white gentleman on the beach that might have tickled Marlo's fancy. And Marlo was just like, I just don't want any old white rich man. They don't have to be super rich, but you know, it needs to be somebody that has some money and that somebody that's going to, you know, that she can be with and a partner and, you know, this, that, and the other. Well, Candy went on and on about how she and Todd got together. Todd was not in the millions when I met him. He was in the thousands, but I looked at him and I knew he was really smart. And I was like, that's somebody that I can grow with. And now we make millions together. Marlo said, that's all fine and good, but I think that I'm past the point of growing with somebody, okay? Bitch, I'm 43. I'm gonna need somebody that's a little bit more established, okay? And I agree, okay? We ain't got time at 43 to be trying to cultivate no, you know, relationship. I mean, you know, bruh man ain't got to just have it all figured out 100%, but he need to be close. So after Marlo goes through her feelings of what man she might want, you know, Candy was just like, well, Nene, since you've been married the longest, how do you feel? Okay, and Nene goes on to say that, you know, her and Greg been together 21, 22 years. And, you know, basically the love is just there. All right. He mess up, she mess up. They're going to always come back together. You know, even if somebody cheated, that's not any reason for them to end it. You know, he's still gonna come on home. And, you know, she not gonna allow some bitch that he might have fucked around with 1 or 2 times, you know, to just kind of completely ruin her marriage and take her man. And Portia was just like, okay, you're not even about to take my man. I said, Portia, 22 years is so much different than 22 minutes. Now, that damn superintendent, he for everybody, girl. You know, that it is not the same. So I thought that was a pretty cool little conversation that the girls was able to have on the bus on the way to their day. So we go to a vineyard, okay, and they meet the wine guide, and you know he's telling them that he's gonna show them around, you know, all the grounds. It's like rolling hills, and it's all right, Minnie. It's rolling hills and it's a whole lot, you know, he's going to show them that temple and this, that, and the other. And so we're excited about it, okay? And we're also going to do some wine tasting. He was like, do you guys know how to rent? That's me and my wine accent. Do you know how to taste the wine? They were like, even though he's not French, I know it's a joke, you guys. They were like, yeah, we know, okay? Put it in your mouth and throw that shit back. But he was like, Portia was just like, no, I would like to know the demonstration. So, you know, old boy was just like, first you pour the wine into the glass, okay? Then you turn it around like this. Then you sniff it. All right, stick your whole nose in there. Then you go on and you taste it, you sip it. And then you run it around, you know, See, I said, see, y'all ain't knew nothing about you didn't know nothing about the frisking it through your teeth and shit, right? And then afterwards, you can spit or you can swallow, whatever is best, you know. And they were like, well, Tanya, what do you do? She's like, I always swallow, okay? Oh, I forgot to mention earlier when Marlo was talking, she said, I'm going to suck your dick, I was just like, what is it, these things that we say on TV, child? I will never get used to it. And then them joking about spitting and swallowing, and the poor little wine guide, he did never even pick up on it. But anyways, they go through their wines. I guess they taste quite a bit of different wines. Of course, that's edited out because we don't have that kind of time. But evidently, when the girls are walking, they're going to go to a little store. Portia was just like, wait a minute, Nene, I want to talk to you for a second. Come over here. So Nene and Portia branch off, and the rest of the girls go to the shop. So while they're over at the shop, you know, Kenya was just like, I'd like to buy my friend Cynthia a bottle of each of the wines that we, you know, tasted. today and I want to get a bottle myself or whatever. All right. And Cynthia was like, well, the evil eye bracelet must be working. Okay. Because this is great. I was like, girl, that Kenya done heard some chatter. People was already talking about the fact that she was shading you. And now that's her little guilty conscience. All right. Even though nobody has brought it up yet. That Kenya already knew that's what that shit was about. All right. But whatever. Portia and Nene. So they go over and they sit down. And Portia just has to lay it all out on the table for Nene. We need to discuss our friendship. I'm not the kind that's just not going to forgive, but I need you to understand how you hurt me. And Portia says that we've been through ups and downs in our friendship, whatever. But this last time just seemed to have really just taken it completely all the way left. Okay. And it was hard for me because I had just had PJ and I literally was holding her mouth. And when you was sending me them text messages, she was right here. And I read the text message and I took her off my titty and I put her down and I just posted the text. You have to understand, I was trying to breastfeed. I had just started postpartum depression and then this. All right. So it was a lot going on. Probably didn't think about what she did before she did it. She just posted that shit because she couldn't believe that Nene was talking to her that way. So Portia was just like, out of all the beefs that she's had with any of the girls on the show, this one hurt her the most because she always looked at Nene as a big sis. And, she just hates that it went there, And Nene said, I'm sorry. All right, simple enough. Said she was sorry. Said that she's a mother. She's had 2 kids. She doesn't want to see Portia hurt, and she knows how tough it is when you first have a baby. So she did apologize. So she says that she feels bad about what she did, but when Greg got cancer last year, it was just like the end of her world. She can't explain how she felt, but she just didn't feel like the girls were there for her. And, and Portia was just like, I understand, but it was almost like you had already got to this place where you wasn't trying to hear us. Yeah, Nene had shut her own self down and did not want to hear it, did not want to talk about nothing, was just completely pissed. And I guess that was her way of dealing with the fact that she was feeling abandoned or feeling like, if Greg did, God forbid, if something did happen to Greg and he wasn't here any longer, then she was going to be completely by herself. Okay, so that was difficult for her. All right, well, fine. All right. We're going to give you a pass on that one as far as Portia is concerned. She's going to give you a pass on that one, apologize, about that and having Nene feel like she was by herself. And at the same time, Portia feels like they need to draw boundaries. They need to respect the lines in their friendship, and certain lines we just cannot cross. Okay, definitely shouldn't be crossing them publicly, but, let's just kind of respect each other and not have to go there anymore, even if we are considered big sis, little sis. And Nene does agree. Realized my thing was in my ear. I hope it didn't mess up the sound. So they hug it out, and they're crying. And Nene was just like, I'm sorry, Portia. And Portia says, I'm sorry too, Nene. I love you. It's been so hard without you. I said, oh, these two is made up. Portia just want to be everybody's friend, bless her heart. But so these two have made up. So let's see. Nene has had her conversation with Candy. She's had her conversation with Tanya, I suppose. She's had her conversation with Cynthia, Eva, now Portia. Okay, who's left? Kenya. Let's see how that one goes. So anyway, they're all heading back to the bus because we are going to be going to dinner. All right. So everybody gets on the bus. We ride off to some other outside location. Again, it's a whole bunch of cats. Okay. Tanya says that she needs to go to the restroom, and Portia follows her out. I feel like everybody is having such a good time. Everybody's positive. Everybody has good energy. Okay. And Portia says, yes. And I kind of feel like, we should have like an event. Okay. Let's have a ruin party. Okay. It'll be like a burn party where everybody just kind of whatever for the very last time, Whatever their issue is, we just gonna put it on the table and we gonna leave it here in the ruins of Greece. Look over at the table, see a black cat walking under Kenya's, under her seat. You know, she was just like, oh my God, what do you think that, is that an omen? Okay, and Portia's like, oh no, honey, we gonna bind that in the name of Jesus. It's funny because it's a lot of cats. Evidently, there's a lot of cats in Greece, which means that there are no mice in Greece, which means that shit, I'll deal with a cat. I'd much rather deal with a cat than I actually like cats, so I like all animals. We don't like rodents though, y'all. So yeah, keep them cats around. They keep the mice away. Okay, but it's dogs and random dogs and cats and shit walking all around. You know, Nene's just like, ah, I can't, all these cats everywhere. I said, girl, if you stop feeding them, see, that's how you know people that ain't got no animal. Okay, if you gonna feed the damn animal, they gonna definitely stay. As a matter of fact, they gonna tell their homeboys and homegirls to come on over here because that one is feeding. Portia and Tanya come and rejoin the group. You know, they FaceTime Eva, and Eva tells them that she has an update. You know, she's 5 centimeters. And that she's going to be induced later on that day. Okay, I was like, 5 centimeters? You walk around 5 centimeters? That's half the hole. You got to be 10 centimeters to push the baby out. That baby could have been an arm or something could have came through. I know, you guys, jokes. Please don't be correcting me in them damn comments. Yeah, congratulations to Eva. She's going to have the baby later on. Now, Candy, she's very concerned about what Portia and Nene might have talked about. What happened to y'all eyelashes? Did you guys cry them off when y'all had y'all little talk? Okay. Well, you guys don't need to know what we talked about there. Okay. But piggybacking off of that, I thought that me and Tanya could have an event, okay, called the Ruin Party, where everybody just comes and brings their issues and lays it on the table and we talk about it and never to be discussed anymore. Okay, Cynthia's like, sound like a hostess takeover to me. Okay, and Nene was like, oh, I'm here for a hostess takeover, especially when she see how annoyed Kenya is over there on the side. Okay, Kenya was just like, now how she gonna ask us to do a damn ruin party, and she wants us to discuss our issues in public when her and Nene had the, you know, the comfort of fixing they shit privately. You know, it wasn't really private because we was all watching. But yeah, you still see what Kenya's saying. She pissed like, we're not fixing to do all of this. I said, oh, yes, you are. And from that point on, y'all, I just laughed. I thought the rest of the night was funny. I thought that shit was shady. And it really was just a contest of who was the shadiest, who was the messiest, who was the rudest. So, they agree that they're going to do this party back at the house. Okay, so we see Marlo and Portia, you know, they talking about they got all their bottles of wine. You know, Marlo's like, and I got the Grey Goose. Can't forget that Grey Goose, okay? And damn it, we about to do this. So they all go sit at the table. Portia tells everybody that this is a ruin party, you know, what everybody needs to do. She's got these little crowns. So everybody goes and they put their crown on the person and then they address that person, whatever the issue may or may not be. Okay, so fine. Candy was just like, okay, I'll start. Okay, and she puts the crown on Portia. She said, so what did you and Nene talk about in your little conversation earlier today? Okay, Candy got to know. All right, well, Portia says she won't go into details. However, you know, her and Nene was able to have a real conversation, you know, sit down and talk. It was something that they just hadn't been able to do up until now. And now I'm just glad that I have her back in my life. Okay, so them two is best good girlfriends again, big sis, little sis. So next, who's taking the crown? Well, Cynthia takes the crown and she puts it on Kenya's head. Okay, and she just kind of wants to address Kenya about the winery shade that they did when they was at the, you know, 50 centimeters or whatever it was up in the air. And now listen, the funny thing to me about Cynthia is she'll act like nothing bothered her until somebody brings it out to her attention, and then all of a sudden now she got to discuss it. Girl, you just said that you didn't think that Kenya was doing anything. Okay, so what I'm gonna need you to do is fucking, you know, say what the fuck the problem is, what's bothering you, and let that be that. Don't be like, oh, everything is okay, and then still want to confront her. It's the same thing that she did with the proposal. You know, she didn't supposedly say anything or have a problem with it until #chill said that he had a problem with it. Okay, and how would hashtag chill have even known about it had she not told him that Kenya said something? So it was like, it did probably bother you. You just didn't want to say nothing. Now here we go again. You knew that bitch was being shady you just wanted to kind of sweep it under the rug until it was brought to your attention. Now we talking about it. So anyway, she tells her that she felt like she was trying to dig at her. She felt like she didn't know if she was laughing with her or at her. And Kenya was just like, you know, Cynthia, I'm always going to applaud you. You know, I have respect for you. Your businesses speak for themselves, you know, and, you know. So Kenya tells her that was not it. She was just playing around. And again, Nene was just like, okay. That Kenya is never going to admit that she be shading the hell out of Cynthia, and she's, you know, basically whips up on Cynthia, and, you know, Cynthia treats Cynthia like a lap dog, and I said, oh, who does that sound like? Well, that Nene and Kenya are really two of the same people, and it's funny that Cynthia is, you know, that she attracts that kind of person, that kind of friend over and over again. Nene said that Cynthia is Kenya's punk. So this is when the shit really went left. Nene was like, Kenya, you a big ass bully, bitch. And Kenya was just like, wait a minute, did you just call me a bitch? Like, why do I have to be a bitch? Yes, I called you a bitch because you never gonna bully me, honey, because you know I will get in that ass. Kenya was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Is this bipolar, Nene? And Nene was like, oh, no, this ain't no bipolar Nene. That's bipolar Kenya. Okay, that bipolar Kenya, that's why Mark don't want your ass. That's why he left your ass. I was like, oh. She was just like, honey, I left Mark. And Nene was like, honey, Mark has twirled out the door, him and his nose ring. Bye, Mark. I could not. I was cracking up. You know, the girls are all like, wait a minute. You know, they had to jump in when Nene said, that's why Mark left your ass. Okay, but Nene did not care. Was no stopping her. Her and Kenya was just going back and forth, and I loved every minute of it. Every minute of it. Because Kenya can hold her own against Nene, and Nene can hold her own against Kenya. So it's a good, fair fight. Let these bitches fight it out. Let's get to it is how I was feeling at that moment. That Kenya said, you tired and you dry. And Nene was like, no, baby, that cat is tired and dry. That's why Mark left you. Oh, shit. Just as vulgar and nasty, but that shit was funny. So anyway, by some strange happening, they was able to calm that down. Okay, so we calm it on down. Kenya, she now has the crown. She puts the crown on Tanya's head. And Kenya says that, you know, she just appreciates and thanks Tanya for basically not doing the same shit to her that she did to Tanya, okay? Because Tanya definitely has the ammunition to do so if she wanted to with, you know, what's going on in Kenya's marriage right now. I can genuinely appreciate that apology because people can apologize for what they did, but they can't apologize for how they made you feel. So Kenya was just like, well, I'm glad you said that because I felt like, you know, she never got an apology about that whole wig situation, which is so not comparable. Okay, one thing is, I don't even think Tanya even thought about her brand at the moment when she was just kind of teasing along. She was just getting a good yuck, you know, good kiki with the girls at the time. So I don't think Tanya thought that far ahead into it and thinking that, oh, I'm going to fuck up her brand and let everybody know. I mean, you know, I just don't think that's what she was doing at the time. But Kenya 100% knew that what she was doing could fuck up Tanya's relationship if she were to run with it or if she were to believe it or anything like that. So that's where the difference is here. You know, Tanya was just like, well, to tell you the truth, Kenya, I never felt bad. I never felt I wanted to apologize because you had brought something basically so ugly to this table. You really had the potential to fuck up some shit. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of why I never felt like I was going to apologize because she just didn't feel like that's what she needed to do. And Kenya said that she could accept that. Okay, but continuing on, the fact that you feel that way about your business We feel that way about our spouses, our significant others, our husbands, our family is so special to us. And Nene was like, okay, a true married woman wouldn't even have done that shit to you. Okay. Oh, shut up, Nene. No, you shut up, bitch. Here we go, all right off to it again. Oh, here you go calling me a bitch again. Why you keep calling me a bitch? Nene was just like, yes, I called you a bitch, and what you gonna do about it? What do you mean, what am I gonna do about it? What are you trying to fight me now? Like, you want me to fight? I said, uh-oh. Nene said, I'm gonna read that bitch every time I see her. Okay, that right there should let you know that Kenya and Nene, they not gonna never, you know, in my comments last week, people were like, well, if Kenya and Portia was able to make up, then Nene and Kenya should be able to make up. But the difference here is Kenya and Nene are so much alike that they don't like each other. Okay, I don't even know if Kenya's friendship with Cynthia is so special to her, or if a part of it is that she knows that it bothers Nene so much that she's going to continue to be that extra special friend to Cynthia, or at least make Cynthia think that, and you know, just to try to dig at Nene. Oh my goodness. All right, a Minnie. So they was arguing back and forth. That Nene was like, you shut up, bitch, before I throw this peanut at you. Oh, go ahead, Nene. Throw the peanut. Assault me with the peanut. She said, you need to be assaulted with a peanut. And then she gets up and she says, you know what, Kenya? You are a dumb bitch. And I was like, uh-oh, and this is when Nene is about to gather up her spit to spit it over on Kenya. Y'all will see that next week. But I'm telling you, that shit was funny as hell. I was completely 100% there for the fight between Nene and Kenya. I wish the girls would have let them continue to go on and on and on and on. Let's duke this shit out so we can get over it. All right, you guys, let me get off of here and get on back to work. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel's for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.